Alright, hello folks. Yep, this is for everybody who doesn't know how to install textures. Very easy, but also very difficult. So, what I've done is I decided to install one of my textures for the A2A Spitfire Mark 1 and 2, and it is the BVMF library. So what we do is we go into the downloads folder, which is go into here, you find your downloads. Obviously I've already downloaded it, but you go into your file browser, go into your downloads, and it should be there. Let me find it. It will be somewhere in here because I've got that many downloads. There it is there. I will put the link if you guys want it, or if you guys have the A2A, then I will put the link in the description. Yep, it will be in your downloads folder. Now, when you open it, let me just open it again so that you can see how it opens. It'll come up like that. Just know that. It'll come up like this. Now this is your texture folder, and this is your readme file. That's your CFG. Now I've already got mine open. I'm gonna get rid of that. Which is basically here. This is your CFG. Now, this is very important. You must copy and paste this. If you don't, then it won't show because the CFG is not in the folder and it won't read the file. So every time you boot it, it won't read it because the actual aircraft isn't there. So what we do is go into here. This is Steam, by the way, so pretty simple. Go into that, go into your airplanes. You find, in this case, I've got to find the Wings of War Spitfires. These should be all the Spitfires Mark 1 and A. Mark 1A and 2B. And this is what you basically get when you get this A2A aircraft. You just get these basic textures. You can add, like I'm about to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just add this folder. This is all I'm going to add, just this one folder. Not add anything else. You don't need to add anything else. You just go into here, right? Minimize this a little bit, and you drag it so that it comes up. Move to Spitfire. When you get that, you'll come there. See? I highlighted it, right? You then go. You open this. This is your aircraft CFG. Where it's got 0, that's your first texture. Your second is this. So it'll be 0, 1, 2, 3, and it'll come up with general. What you do is you do this. Do that. You go into this. You go back and look at what the last texture file is. In this case, it's 0.3. So I've got to do that in this. Basically tells you how to install it, but I'm going to do it, show you guys how to do it. It's going to be 0.4. So now, when I copy and paste this and I build up my flight sim, it will show up. Now you shut down your flight sim when you're doing this. You can either cut or copy. In this case, I'm going to cut this. I'm going to get rid of this and don't save. I'm going to go into here. Now, where there's a gap here, you need to leave a gap, otherwise it's going to be a bit messed up. You go into paste. See? How that's just done that. You do that, you give that a little bit of space, and you make sure that the general is where it should be, which is here. And you also make sure there's nothing else that doesn't need to be there. So you always make sure that there's all the stuff that you need is there. Very simple indeed, very simple. You go into save, that saves. Now, if I go into my FSX, which is basically going to boot up, this is Steam, so it runs better, but I'm going to show you something else as well, which is a unique trick. You're going to give this time to boot up. Right, there's your Steam. This is the unique trick that I use, which is basically what I do is I download each stuff. So let's see now. I actually save the multi-use sites I use, which like that's like this one for example. This is UK Mail. Now you can't directly download stuff from these guys. You have to go and find them on the other side. These are all your GR4 tornadoes, which I've got. I've got the F3, which is my display jet, and I've got this one, which I am currently getting ready to fly. Not tonight, but we will be flying this. I will be bringing up videos, but until I get better kit, I will be using my phone for much of these videos. Here's another site you can go on, memberzigo.nl. Basically gives you all the aircraft designers in FSX and DCS roles. Gives you scenery, AI, traffic, virtual airlines, playware aircraft, freeware panels. That's something I'm going to teach myself how to do. Installing the panels into FSX. That was just my FS recorder. If you're running FS recorder, it's Steam. It's not built for Steam, so you're gonna get an error sometimes. Now I'm going to do 2 videos in one here. I'm going to show you this, which is what I've just done. Installed the scenery. No, not the scenery. The Spitfire textures. And I'll also show you how to go multiplayer in Steam as well as install scenery. In which case I shall go and download myself some scenery from Simvation. Freeware site this. You can get all the aircraft from here, anything. In this case I'm going to try and get hold of a scenery that I like, or in this case I'm going to go for a good scenery for the I'm going to go to the Marham, where the tornadoes are actually based. Will give me a bit of the give me somewhere to base my display aircraft. Now you come up with all these. Make sure you click the right one. Obviously it's going to take time to download, so if that's the case, I will run this download like this. Let that download. That'll take about 13-20 minutes. Keep that going. Right, these are all the aircraft I've got, payware stuff. Now you come up here, this is where it's going to come up. It'll either come up here, or Vulcans and stuff like that. It will come up where the Spitfires are at the bottom, which is down here, as well as other textures. I've installed half of these textures so far, got plenty more to install. Some of these aircraft are actually payware, so yeah, I get given these from friends so that I can have a play around with. But this is basically BBMF Spitfire that I still fly today. Hopefully if it loads up properly, then yes, here it is. This is the Battle Britain, the oldest flying Spitfire in the world, still airworthy today. You can see all the bullet holes. Very accurate description of the aircraft. In fact, if I go into this, I will actually type in the aircraft registration, which is Papa 7350. So it's going to here, Papa 7530. Yep. Well, it comes up with the hardware stuff, but yep, there we go. Spitfire. Just do this. You'd notice that it's actually a Mark 2A, which is the rarest version of Spitfire you're ever gonna see flying. Luckily, I've seen this one fly. So yeah, the Battle Britain operate 5 Spits, including this very rare aircraft. As you can see, the texture here in FSX is exactly like the real thing. It's it handled like a real aircraft. It is not